Hey everybody, I am David, and today I want to talk about 5 characters that I would like to see get their own TV series on this Disney streaming service. If you haven't heard the news, Loki and Scarlet Witch are both characters that are going to be getting their own TV series on the Disney streaming platform, with Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen reprising their roles. And there are a couple of characters, a great handful of characters that I could say, hey, I would like to see a series based on that character as well, or that character, or this character. But here are 5, because I don't want this list to be too long, on 5 characters, the 5 most anticipated characters that I would like to see also get their own TV series along with Loki and Scarlet Witch. So here we go. Starting at number 5, I have Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man and Wasp. That's right, Hank and Janet Pym, played by Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer in the current Ant-Man and the Wasp films. Now, there are 2 ways you can do this. You can de-age Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer and have them running around for 8 episodes, because remember, Marvel and Disney are putting a lot of money in these TV shows and movies that they're doing for the streaming service, and they could probably do that with Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer. But if they want to go a little bit more cheaper, which would be a little bit more understandable, and this is something you could do, you could have it take place maybe 10 years before Janet disappears into the quantum realm. You can hire slightly younger actors to just play the role for them. Maybe instead of taking place in the 80s, it takes place 10 years before, maybe late 70s, early 80s. That's a series that I wouldn't mind seeing. Why not? You could do a whole lot of fun with a different version of Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think it would be a lot of fun. Number 4, I have Valkyrie. Valkyrie, very popular character from Thor Ragnarok, played by Tessa Thompson. I don't see why this can't happen. I mean, she was a fan favorite character. She won over the hearts of fans from Thor Ragnarok. She stood out as her own, as a very strong female character. Sure, I'd watch a series about her, especially if you're giving Loki his own series, which could be a prequel. Maybe it's a sequel. I hope it's not a sequel, because I want Loki to stay dead because of what happened to him in Infinity War. But Valkyrie, there's so much you can explore from her past, like after what happened to her after Hela killed all the other Valkyries. What did she do from that time to the time we meet her in Thor Ragnarok? I think there's a lot that you could be exploring in that area. Number 3, I have Hawkeye. If Black Widow is getting her own movie and Hawkeye's not going to be in it, that's a big if, I want Jeremy Renner to get his own TV series as Hawkeye on the Disney streaming service. I think he deserves it. He was the most underused Avenger out of the big 6. And why not? Why not give Hawkeye some screen time, some love that he deserves? Whether you make it a prequel series or a sequel series doesn't matter to me. I'll watch it either way. I think Hawkeye could be a much better character if these directors would have given him a little bit more to do. Maybe Avengers 4 might give him that. We don't know yet. So until then, he's on my list for a character who deserves his own TV series on the Disney streaming service. Moving on to number 2, I have, this one I've seen a lot, Winter Soldier. You could do a lot with Winter Soldier, again, before or after. I think if you do it before his time in Winter Soldier, Captain America the Winter Soldier, I think it would be a more darker series, which I don't think Disney wants for their streaming service. I could see something like that on Netflix. But for the Disney streaming service, they probably want it to remain a little bit optimistic. So I would presume they would make it take place after the events of Avengers 4. Because let's face it, all those characters that were wiped out, they're all coming back. So, Winter Soldier would be second on my list. Finally, at number 1, this is one maybe is a cheat, since they're saying these are characters that haven't really gotten their own movie, or that won't be getting their own movie anytime soon, I put down the Hulk. The Hulk had a movie back in 2008, and let's face it, there are some complications with Universal and Marvel. That's what the word in town is all about, is saying. Hulk is a character that I think, you know what, why not give him his own series? Why not bypass the movie rights and say, you know what, well, we can't make movies of him, but who says we can't make TV shows of the Hulk? And this is what makes this even more interesting. When Marvel was developing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other TV shows in the beginning, one of the other shows that were rumored while Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was gearing up was an Incredible Hulk TV series. So they were developing a Hulk show at one point. Why not do it for their streaming service where the budget can back you up? Because I think one of the problems on a network television show like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on ABC, or like CW shows or Fox or anything like that, is that you're not going to have the budget to back you up for a show of that magnitude, for a CGI character to be involved, heavily involved. But if you do it in a Netflix-style series, what Disney is hoping for, but with a Game of Thrones type budget, you put the Hulk there as your, you don't need the Hulk throughout the whole episode. You can play around with Bruce Banner as well, and you can explore him, doing some soul searching or something like that. Maybe he's a fugitive again, who knows. I hope they don't go back to that route. Play with what you can with the Hulk now for what he is now to the world. So I think, there's a lot you could do with a Hulk TV series, and if you're planning on doing it before, why not now go back to that well and play around with him now, especially if, you're not going to do the movies, since Universal is being a bunch of bitches over there. I don't want to say that about Universal. They're playing their game when it comes to business, but it would be nice if they just gave back the distribution rights to Disney, because seriously, Universal, what are you going to do with that for? You have Jurassic World, you have the Fast and the Furious franchise, you don't need the Hulk. Let Disney have those distribution rights back. So with that being said, I hope you guys comment below and tell me, what are your 5 characters that you would like to see get their own TV series? It could be any of these characters. It could be anyone else that I didn't mention. I know there's some people wanting an Okoye series, Okoye from Black Panther, or even a Shuri series. I didn't think the Shuri series would work that well, but what do I know? I don't know the Black Panther comics so much. I'm learning with the movies. So a War Machine series, anything. There's so many characters to choose from, supporting characters or side characters. Go ahead and comment below and tell me your thoughts on that. With that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, especially if you're a huge fan of superhero movies, whether it's Marvel or DC or anything else. I love movies and shows about superheroes. I'm big when it comes to that stuff. So with that being said, until next time, take care.